Victor Wembanyama has been the name on everyone's lips in the basketball world. Leading up to the 2023 NBA draft, the French phenom was already being called one of the greatest prospects of all time, and now he's showing why. Game by game, Wemby continues to elevate his performance, turning heads in what's shaping up to be a phenomenal rookie season. Players, coaches, analysts, and fans alike can't stop raving about him. Even NBA legends have taken notice. Carmelo Anthony, one of the most gifted scorers in league history, knows exactly what it takes to shine as a rookie. Back in the 2003-04 season, he was neck and neck with LeBron James in a thrilling race for Rookie of the Year. It's a battle that mirrors the current hype surrounding Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren. With his deep knowledge of the game, Melo recently offered some wisdom for Wemby on his podcast. In a light-hearted episode with Bomani Jones, the two even poked fun at the Spurs, joking that the team needs to pass the ball to Wemby more often.
Also a rookie though. He's also he gotta really like work his way. Like you got niggas on their team that's making niggas just sign for $400 million. But that's how you Pop though. Pop like, yo, listen.
Pop is on some.
We not gonna play through you. We not gonna play. You know what I'm saying? We gonna play around you because I know your skill set. I know you don't need the ball to be effective. Pop put you in those positions. I'm not saying that I agree with what's happening.
Yeah, but
I comprehend what's happening.
You get it, yeah.
I want to see him go to work. Go down there, get it. Wherever you want to go, here. But I'm throwing it to you. Wemby, you got to take your time. We all got to go through it in sports. Oh yeah. As an athlete, you have, no matter how good you are, you have to go through it.
But beyond the jokes, Carmelo had real advice for Wemby. He talked about the importance of patience, focus, and trusting the process. Melo knows the pressure of being a top rookie, and he reminded Wemby that success takes time even for the great start. It was a quick but powerful message. Stay locked in, keep growing, and don't let the hype distract you. Asterisk.
Wemby, he has that in him. Like I want to beat this, but he's also a certain type of player mentally, like his mentality. He comes from playing the right way. He comes from France where they play the right, run plays. That's why Pop put that play in order from 3-4 years ago, right? So if you get somebody like DJ who comes back to that and know that system already, and Wemby don't have to, he's not gonna be mad that the ball is in DJ hands.
Right. He's like,
right? Because he understands that. So I'm not mad at him going back to San Antonio, but I also know what he's thinking as far as it's time for me to make that decision. My next decision is going to be my best.
Richard Jefferson might not get the recognition he deserves, but his impact on the game runs deep. Though he never made an all-star team, RJ carved out an impressive 17-year NBA career, staying valuable even as his athleticism faded. Thanks to his sharp basketball IQ, that same knowledge has made him one of today's most respected analysts. And leading up to the 2023 NBA draft, Jefferson didn't hold back in his praise for Victor Wembanyama.
He even said that if Wemby and LeBron James were in the same draft class,
again, he's got
the footwork. Those size 20s are working right now. Here, look, he's working, he's bouncing, step back. He's got a step back jumper already at 7'4". A step back jumper is next level. Now again, out here in space, look, working, taking the time. He's handling contact. When he elevates, there's no one there. That basically means he's shooting in a gym by himself. And when you can do that, players' accuracy goes up. But this is the one thing I want to say. Zachary said that he is the best prospect we've seen since LeBron James. If LeBron James at that exact moment showed up, Victor would go higher than him. LeBron James and all the things that we saw, and I'm not saying that he's going to be better than LeBron James. What I am saying is right now, I remember LeBron James 20 years ago. That player was 6'7". This person is 7'4". LeBron James would be number 2 if he was the exact same age coming in the exact same draft. LeBron James would be number 2. That's how crazy this kid is as a prospect.
Jalen Rose, often mentioned alongside Richard Jefferson as one of the best players to never make an all-star team, took home the NBA's Most Improved Player award back in the 1999-2000 season. Since retiring, he's made a name for himself as a sharp and outspoken analyst. And just like RJ, Jalen is all in on Victor, Wembanyama. In fact, he's given Wemby a fitting nickname, Blank Check. Why? Because Jalen believes Victor's talent, potential, and marketability are so off the charts that teams and brands will pay whatever it takes to be part of his future.
Appreciate his maturity. We got a chance to watch the interview he did when he sat down with our game crew. And shout to Jeff Van Gundy. I appreciate the love, my brother. And Mark Jackson. But that age, that maturity off the floor, Cassidy, you can tell clearly translate to a player that wears a size 20 and a half shoe. And with a long name like that, everybody's want to try to come up with a nickname for him, right? And one of my favorite Hall of Fame players is Kevin Garnett, and his nickname was the Big Ticket. Until somebody come up with a nickname for him, I'm gonna just call him Blank Check. That's what he represents to me. He already sitting front row, deservedly so, wearing his Buffaloes. We talking about him. Adam Silver's talking about him. LeBron called him an alien. KD's talking about how he's gonna change the league. Teams are tanking for him right now. And so let me just also point this out. The teams that are tanking, and Woj was just talking to me about this, 14% chance to get number one. But you got a 27% chance to get 1 or 2. So of course, Victor deserves to be the headline, but the story might be Scoot Henderson, who's gonna go number 2.
JJ Redick, another standout who never made an all-star team, has built a strong second act as one of the NBA's most respected analysts. Known for his sharp insights and no-nonsense takes, Redick has earned credibility across the league. When it comes to the 2023-24 Rookie of the Year race, JJ finds himself caught between two exceptional talents. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama both have impressed in different ways, making it one of the tightest rookie battles in recent memory. And even Redick admits, it's not an easy call. Asterisk.
I'll be honest with you. Steve Jones, Nekias Duncan from the dunker spot. We all caught a lot of backlash from San Antonio Spurs Twitter. Our pick at the time, and again, this is the thing. We are explicitly stating at the time. At this time, I give a slight edge to Joel Embiid for MVP. At the time we recorded a few weeks ago, I gave the slight edge to Chet. Wemby's play, particularly over the last 6 weeks since he moved to center full time, has been spectacular. And we can recognize that San Antonio as a team is pretty much a mess. We can recognize the pieces around him aren't going to necessarily lead to a play-in or playoff spot, but what he's doing is remarkable. Right now, I feel like this is neck and neck.
5. Kenny Smith, the final name on this list of Nano stars, is also keeping a close eye on Victor Wembanyama's rise. As a two-time NBA champion and veteran analyst, Kenny believes Wemby has what it takes to become the face of the league. He's not just impressed by the talent, it's the way Victor is already carrying the weight of massive expectations. And as the current era of NBA stars begins to fade, Kenny sees Wembanyama as the natural heir to take the spotlight.
Giannis will take over Jokic will take over a portion of it because they're still overlapping LeBron. But, you know, the new guys here, you know, he's in San Antonio. That's the expectation. Like, he's going to be the face of the league in 5 years when there's no LeBron James. And Anthony Davis is in the tail end of his career. And, you know, all of these guys are ended. I think Wembanyama is a unique player. And if he continues to mature on the skill sets that he already has, he'll be the guy.
After hanging up his jersey, NBA legend Kevin Garnett has stayed close to the game, often popping up on podcasts or hosting his own show, KG Certified. Whether he's breaking down matchups or telling wild behind-the-scenes stories, the big ticket always brings the energy. And when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, KG didn't hold back. On his show, Garnett shared who Wemby reminds him of, and let's just say, the comparison puts Victor in elite company.
Remember when Yao Ming played his first game against Sean Bradley? You remember this? I know you remember this. And Sean Bradley was beasting him, beat his shit up. I think he pushed him down one time. Look, no shit. Don't look this up. Real shit. Look, I think he pushed him down. I think Yao fell.
Bradley?
Listen, Sean Bradley, bro, they played a back-to-back game. I'll never forget this. The next, I was like, damn, he kind of beat. I said it. He beast. Damn, he beast, big fella. Damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lord, the very next night. Matter of fact, at the end of that first game, I think it was in Dallas, Steve Francis went over and grabbed Yao's head, and they're like forehead to forehead, and you can see Steve Francis' hand, and he's animated. Man, I don't know what Jeff Van Gundy, I don't know what Steve Francis, I don't know what Cat Mobley, I don't know what they did to big fella, but the very next night, man, Yao Ming destroyed Sean Brown. I'm talking about banging him, and one of him skied, and Yao Ming played like that forever. Damn, that's what Wemby looks like to me. He came in, you know, like Bambi, you know, fragile legs, you know, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of fog. He had, you know, dipped his head through the fog. Bro, I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw the alien. I saw it.
Gilbert Arenas is no stranger to controversy, especially when it comes to European players in the NBA. But when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, even Agent Zero is impressed. Arenas has praised Victor's potential and says he's rooting for him to succeed. That said, Gilbert didn't hold back on what he sees as Wemby's biggest obstacle. According to him, if Victor wants to reach true superstar status, he'll need to fix one key flaw in his game, and fast.
You know what's crazy though? As a defensive, as somebody who possibly might win the Defense Player of the Year, low key, everybody's hit their career high on him. Everybody's hit their career high on him. As a one-on-one defender, he still needs help, right? He still needs help as a one-on-one defender. Right now, most defensive players, they are help defenders, but I don't think people actually understand that. Like Rudy Gobert is a great help defender. He understands how to protect the paint. Same thing as Wemby. Same thing as
Serge Ibaka was that
Serge
way.
Ibaka, yeah. Ben Wallace was that. On the ball, when someone's backing you down and sitting there, putting you under the rim and stuff, your defense usually is questionable.
Charles Barkley wasn't sold on Shaq's comparison, not even a little. But what he did agree with was the intro. Like Shaq, Chuck believes Wemby isn't playing aggressively enough while both legends see the talent. Barkley wants to see more fire, more physicality, and more dominance from the young star. In his eyes, it's not just about skill, it's about imposing your will every night.